congratulate you.
Well,
I know you did a good job.
Yeah. I imagine hitting Forbes is like hitting a wall. I mean, the guy stands 6'8". He's the biggest guy on the team.
Yeah, Forbes, and he's well built. He's not skinny like a lot of basketball players. He's a good-sized kid. Dexter Ellington throws it inside to Stretch Watson. Watson couldn't get a handle on it. Turnover for the Cardinals. And number 11, Duncan, finds number 22, Ellis, over for the shot. He misses, and Fedarius Taylor's in for the rebound.
Now there's one tough cookie right there. Taylor, I saw him.
Yeah.
Saw him take a hard tumble last week, and boy, he just bounced right back up.
Rashid misses, and we're going to get an offensive foul. A foul on the rebound. I think Taylor backed in that time, kind of cleared his man out. Taylor was the Florida Player of the Year, and I don't know how we got a hold of him, but Pat Smith, who does such a great job of recruiting, has players from all across the nation coming in, and Fedarius Taylor, just a great penetrator, driver, and the Phillies get it up court. Derek Young almost fouls number 22, Ellis there. Ellis very early. These European shooters, they like to shoot the three ball, and there's one for early. Puts Panola on the board, 3-2 now. Panola takes the lead. Fedarius Taylor already Young. Young finds Forbes underneath. Good reverse layup by Forbes. Uses that goal to keep the defense from blocking that shot. Panola quickly down the court, and early finds the basket underneath and scores a couple basket. Coach Smith not happy with that defensive set that time, as Cardinals got a little lax playing the lane there. Derek Young out. Gets the ball back over to Mir Rashid. Stretch Watson's going to take one up top. The key finds Derek Young underneath. Young, a great player inside. And a good tip by Adrian Forbes. Forbes, a good force inside. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, he can really cause problems for some teams. Number 11, Duncan, bringing the ball up, driving down the middle, feeds it off. And that time, Burton was not ready for it.
No, he didn't look like he knew it was coming to him at all.
Duncan's going to try for outside shot. He misses. Darius Taylor comes down the rebound over to Mir Rashid. Rashid driving down the middle. Kicks it over to Taylor. Taylor driving baseline. Drives, misses. And Duncan comes down with the rebound. Rebound over to Burton. Burton on the left side. He falls down and loses the ball. And it goes out of bounds and off the hands of Fedarius Taylor.
Cardinals is number 23, DeAndre Derrick. And number 24.
And that's going to be Philly, excuse me, not Phillies now, it's Ponies. Pony basketballs. Panola basketball on the far side there, half court.
Brandon Webb, 32, who's sending the ball in right now. He was just put down just a few minutes ago. Looked a little bit dazed as he came back up.
He almost lost the ball, but TVCs couldn't take advantage of that. Early, guarded by Young, good spinning move, and draws the foul. Early going to go to the free throw line.
Foul is called on
Early, a 69% free throw shooter.
This is first personal, second team. On the line for the Ponies is number 4, Fred.
Trinity Valley up by 1, 6'5", 15-33. First half. Jay Young in the ball game now. Stephon Moutier is getting ready to come in as Early misses the first free throw.
34, Stephon Moutier. And for the Ponies is number 20, Gary Cox. And number 34, Landon Harris.
Second one's up and good. Tie ball game, 6-6. Ponies trying to let court pressure of their own. One of the good things I like about Stretch Watson, he is good about bringing the ball up. He's a good ball handler. Jay Leeshore gets the ball up court. Right around setting the offense. Dexter Ellington over to Keandre Derrick over on the far side into Stretch Watson. Watson, bad pass, good interception there by number 34, Harrison, who goes in for the layup. Good steal that time, good recognition by Harris that time, but bad choice of passing that time by Watson.
One thing Cards are going to have to watch out for us. Panola is a fast team. Did you see how fast they stole the ball? And before you hardly blinked, they already had made the basket. We're on the way back.
45, Adrian Forbes. Number 20, Ed Harry.
Time Stephon Moutier called with a offensive foul. Dexter Ellington up, no good off the steal. Some tough shooting that time by Dexter. Panola comes down with it. Duncan driving inside out there. Early goes up, and we got a foul called. Early trying to penetrate, draw that foul.
Foul called on Cardinal 00.
And Amir Rashid picks up the foul as Early will head back to the free throw line.
For the Ponies is number 4, Fran Early.
Early makes the first. Early from Zagreb, Croatia. Zagreb, Croatia.
Easy for you to say.
Makes the second. Panola now, 4-point lead, 10-6. As Edward Herring checks in the ball game, helping bring the ball up court. This time, kind of an altered shot that time. It looks like Dexter Ellington has got a leg cramp, I would say. We'll see, but they can't stop play, fortunately. Panola does not take advantage of the situation, and they throw the ball out of bounds. But I would say that was a leg cramp there. And I don't know if that had anything to do with his shot, the way it looked a while ago. Kind of an awkward-looking shot. But just the way he's acting, I would say that's leg cramps.
Ellington had the face of sheer pain as he was laying there on the floor.
We've kind of had a warm day here today, and when you have these warm days in February, you can get leg cramps if you don't have the potassium levels and everything that your body needs to keep those leg cramps from down. Amir Rashid trying to drive down the lane, loses a handle on the ball, but we got a foul on number 11, it looks like. Larry, I think it's Larry Duncan. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce his first name or not. Larry, but I think we're going to call him Larry. And the inbounds pass misses off the back of the basketboard, and so Mir, who threw it in, just went and retrieved it. Edward Herring misses a three-point shot. Long rebound, and the ball comes out to number 20, Gary Cox, as he goes in. One of the things about three-point shots, Miles, is if you have a long rebound, if your offside offensive player is not conscious and get back on defense, you get a lot of fast breaks like
That's right. You end up with only one or two guys defending your goal.
So you've got to know, and if you're the kind of the offside wing player, as soon as that ball goes up from the corner like it did there, you need to sprint back for the defense.
For the Cardinals is number 15, Stretch Watson.
Coach Smith sending back his first stringers in. Stretch Watson from Washington, D.C. Sometimes I call him Washington by mistake. Sometimes I call him Doctor because he does such a good job of operating on the offensive end. But Stretch Watson back in. Jay Lushore now bringing the ball up against Duncan. Panola now with 11-6 lead. Trinity Valley been silent for several minutes. Watson, ball up top over to Lushore. Lushore trying to get it down into Adrian Forbes. Adrian gets it underneath, puts it on the floor, and as a result, those little pesky guards, they like to, when a center, like a post player, puts it on the floor, those little pesky guards like to come in and steal the ball, and that's what happened there as Adrian turned it over.
Lushore was doing a nice job of controlling until that very point. And the Ponies, with their speed, got right in there and stole the ball.
Coach Smith directing his team there, kind of set the offensive strategy here. Not doing too well right now. Panola making some good defensive plays and came up with the ball that time. As Cardinals have 4 turnovers now. Trinity Valley picking up full court. Number 22, Lewis Ellis, bringing the ball up against Derek Young. Panola using a lot of players tonight. 34, Derek Harris has the ball. Driving, Jay Lushore pulls up for a short jumper. It's off. Fadarius Taylor comes down with the rebound. And gives it over to Jay Lee Shore, bringing it up the court. Lee Shore hands it off to Taylor. Taylor looking inside to Derek Young. He's covered. Jay Lee Shore. Top of the key. Over to Darius Taylor. Inside to Adrian Forbes. This time Forbes goes up. Goes across the rim and misses, but Derek Young with the tip. Derek Young, only 6'2", but he plays much taller, Miles. And that time,
no, you're right there.
Panola throws it away. That was a tip ball, but no Cardinal touched it according to the referee, and so Cardinal ball. Scores 8-11. Cardinals trail with 12:30 left in the first half. Edward Herring coming back in the ball game. Adrian Forbes. You don't want him bringing the ball down. There we go. There we got Jay. Get it to the hands of your guard. There you go.
Almost lost there by Taylor.
Good try by Taylor, and he's going to get the basket and a chance to tie this ball game. Taylor, good cut and slicer.
Shooting one shot. Foul is called on Panola number 40. Leslie Davis.
First free throw opportunity for the Cardinals tonight. Cardinals shoot 61%, 62% from the free throw line as Darius Metcalf ties the ball game. Cardinals pick up full court press again. Jenkins with the ball. Over to Cox. Back to Jenkins. Back to Cox. Cox pushes off, but he gets a jumper over. And Darius Taylor comes down to rebound. Taylor driving in again. No, he's going to kick it out to Edward Herring for a three. Three's a little long, but there's Stretch Watson. Tries to tip it. He misses. And now referee's going to go a call on foul. Number 20 for. Okay, for the Ponies, yes, because Edward Herring's out there too, so I wasn't sure who they called it on. So it's ball into Stretch Watson. He misses the turnaround hook, baby hook. And rebounded by. Well, I don't see his number right here. I think it's 34. To Harris. Cox picks the ball off his knee. Over to Harris. Harris now trying to go down the line. And he walks as he tries to dish it off over to Milton Burton.
Subbing in for
another turnover. Turnovers are now even 4 apiece for the Cardinals and the Ponies.
Number 32, Brandon Webb. Also in is number 11, Leary Duncan.
So Glendon, why do they call him Stretch?
I think it's because his wingspan is so long. I don't know. I have not ever asked him that. But if you look at it, when he stretches out his arms, they've got such a great. And Coach Smith, I think fearing that the 10-second clock was about to expire in the backcourt, called a 30-second timeout. As you see, the shot clock is right now on 25. He was really concerned that the 10-second violation was going to be called that timeout. To avoid that. So 11-11. Tie ball game with 11-13 left in the first half. You get a picture there of the cheerleaders and the Cardettes. Good turnout tonight for the Cancer Awareness, the Women's Basketball Coaches Association.
That's right. For those just now tuning in, we are celebrating Cancer Awareness this week. Tonight was Bring a Friend Night. So as you look around and see all the pink shirts, that's what that's all about.
Edward Herring trying another three, and he hits this one. Edward Herring, probably one of the bright spots up at Paris. If he hadn't been hot from the three-point line, it could have been a really ugly game up at Paris. As Jay Leeshore tries to intercept that, knocks the ball out of bounds to prevent the Ponies from getting a quick breakaway basket. Stretching out there. Inbounds the ball to Duncan. Duncan over to Early. Early looking for Cox inside, decides to drive in, kicks it back out to Cox. Duncan, excuse me. Now over to Cox. Over to Curley. Got to keep an eye on him. We don't want him to shoot out, giving him open three out there. So Adrian Forbes will kind of make sure he gets a hand in his face. But Cox is wide open. He misses everything. And the ball goes out of bounds. I think that one kind of surprised Adrian Forbes there that it didn't touch iron. No shot clock reset because it did not hit the rim. So still 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Good trap there underneath, but Panola gets the ball out. As number 32, Webb, tried a shot. Cardinals down with the rebound. Jay Leeshore bringing the ball up court. Over to Keandre Derrick into stretch Watson. Watson, good feed over to Adrian Forbes, who misses it. Stretch Watson had a chance to get the offensive rebound and dunk there, but missed it. Cox with the ball, finds Harris underneath. Excuse me, that's Brandon Webb. Webb loses it. Jay Leeshore bringing the ball back up the court, guarded by Duncan. Rasheed Jenkins as guardian Harris is Henry. Duncan with the three-point shot misses. And Adrian Forbes tries to get the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds off of early.
Subbing in for the Cardinals is number 31, Derek Young. And in for the Ponies.
You know, the only guy on the court who's taller than Adrian Forbes is Fran Yearley. And boy, I tell you, he is in there. He's all over the ball.
Early 6'9". Amir Rashid over on the far side. Bring the ball now. Trying to find some penetration and kick out. Finds Edward Herring. Watson. Edward Herring with the three. Misses. And Duncan comes down to rebound. Finds Cox going down the right side with a lob into Brandon Webb. And it's a good play right there as the Ponies take advantage of a fast break. Some points off the fast break there. Derek Young to Keandre Derrick. Watson over to Amir Rashid. Now finds Young underneath, and he misses a shot. Stretch Watson for the putback. Cardinals lead 16-13. Number 22, Ellis, bring the ball up. Stolen the ball by Edward Herring.
Great steal.
Before he could go up. And let's see if they give the ball to Trinity Valley, because it almost looked like Ellis knocked the ball off of the leg of Herring, but they're going to give it to Trinity Valley.
Yeah, it just nearly looked like a foul. I'm surprised they didn't call that, but
Trinity Valley underneath. Close to a 5-second call, and now we're going to have to run and get the ball. Amir Rashid bringing it up. Setting the play. Good drive by Amir Rashid. A floater down the lane.
Amir Rashid 2.
18-13, the Cardinals lead as Duncan brings the ball up against Keandre Derrick. Now over to number 20, Cox. Cox goes down the lane on his own and loses. Well, kind of takes an off-balance shot. Cardinals the rebound and up, and Amir Rashid back quickly. Transition points. Miles and the Cardinals now stretch out lead to 7 points. Ponies 32, Brandon Webb with the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Stephon Midier. And little steps there by number 20, Gary Cox, as he was trying to go up for a short shot. Took some of those baby steps
for the Cardinals is number 45,
traveled.
You know, as you're coming down the court and you're trying to get around the defense, sometimes it just kind of, your steps just kind of slip through. Now, you know, Coach Smith, you know, you see him out here sometimes, and he really does not look happy. But you know, the guy is competitive, and he drives that spirit of competition into the team, and it works. You know, the guys really respond to him.
He does. He's a great motivator, and he's done a great job getting these guys going. They got blown out a couple times early this year by Paris and Navarra, and really shouldn't have been. And the guys have been playing here lately. Been playing real good ball. They've lost a couple of close ones that could have gone either way, but they've been right in there. They're going to be competitive, and they get everything clicking and going on all cylinders. They could easily win the conference. Yeah. We might have 2 teams going to Kansas City, and I might be shuttling back and forth between Hutchinson and Salina. That wouldn't bother me at all. There's Big Red, Cardinal mascot. Brought him back this year. Big Red has his pink ribbon on. To make everybody aware of the cancer awareness program. A big favorite of the kids, Big Red. Stephon Midier inbounds to Amir Rashid. They're bringing the ball up close to guard by Duncan. They're going to try some trapping on Amir, and he's going to drive all the way down. And I think he traveled. Nope, they're going to call him for a hold. Out of bounds. Amir got fouled down there. I thought he traveled. Fouls on number 40, Leslie Davis. That's the 16th foul on the Ponies. Ball comes out to Kendry Derrick on the inbound play. Over for Darius Taylor. Taylor at to Stephon Midier. Back to Kendry Derrick. He's going to drive down the baseline. Good shot. Good drive. Missed the shot, but there's Darius Taylor. He's kind of those players that hangs around the basket with a lot of those junk baskets, you might say. And lead now out to 9 as Panola's number 20 tries to feed it inside to 22. Lewis Ellis. Ellis misses. Kendry Valley comes down to rebound. Kendry Derrick all the way. Misses the shot. There's an offensive rebound by Amir Rashid. That's why you follow fast breaks, because if the player misses it, you want to be there to try to get the jump basket and put it back up and in. Amir Rashid back to Derrick. Derrick slashing, dicing down the lane. Doesn't go. Trinity Valley doing a great job. 2 offensive rebounds this trip. Darius Taylor down the corner. Amir Rashid back up top. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Amir Rashid may try to make something happen here. Kick it out to Taylor. Darius Taylor trying to drive, gets cut off. Looking. Amir Rashid, 6-5 on the shot clock. Amir Rashid takes a shot. Misses, but there's another offensive rebound. But Darius Taylor tries to drive, and he gets pushed out of bounds. And that's going to put him on the line for a 1-and-1 as the Ponies get into a bonus situation.
How many offensive rebounds did you just count there?
I think I counted 3.
My goodness gracious.
Trinity Valley doing a great job. They really have done a good job of crashing the offensive boards. And a lot of their wins this year. Right now they're up by 9, 22-13 with 5:44 before halftime. Darius Taylor going in line to shoot a 1-and-1. Fedarius is a 75% free throw shooter. Does pretty good from the free throw line. And makes the first. Trinity Valley 2 for 2 this half from the free throw line. Have not turned the ball over too much. Only 4 turnovers. You like to keep it 10 and under for a whole game. Doing a pretty good job so far. Second one's up and good. Gets that bonus. Trinity Valley now with an 11-point lead, 24-13. 5:40 left in the first half as Milton Burton brings it down. Into Webb. He loses the handle as Jay Lushore brings it up. Tried to lob the ball to somebody laying on the floor. That's Derek Young.
That's called on. Panola number 22. Lewis Ellis.
Number 22, Ellis, prevented that from happening. I'm going to put Derek Young to the free throw line. Derek probably, he's not one of the better free throw shooters on the team. Only shoots 34%. You'll see what I'm talking about here. Does not get a whole lot of arch on his free throws. I've been talking to him about that and trying to work with him a little bit more arch, a little bit more touch. And
I'm sure the coach appreciates that.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit better, but it's just a little bit long there, and he misses that front end of that free throw. First free throw miss for the Cardinals. Ponies bringing it down. Number 22, Ellis. Out to Perkins. Perkins now. They find Ellis back underneath, and he misses the shot, and Stretch Watson grabbing the boards. Jay Lushore bringing it up. Derek Young driving in, and he loses the handle but gets it right back.
Put in by
Puts it
Derek
up
Young.
and in. And Panola's just on stone cold. They've not had any points several trips down the floor now as they miss again. Number 20, Gary Cox, with Jay Leeshore rebounding the ball. He gets it over to Derek Young, who loses his balance and goes out of loses the ball.
Offensive foul called.
And
Panola, number 20.
going out of control down the lane. Number 20, Gary Cox picks up an offensive foul. There's Derek Young to draw that. Good defensive play by Derek Young that time.
Number 22, Lewis.
4:37 left in the first half. Stretch Watson inbounding the ball to Amir Rashid. Perkins guarding Rashid. Just, I think, a little bit quicker than Perkins and is able to get around. Drops it off to Herring. Herring to Jay Leeshore. Leeshore into Stephon Midier. Midier, good turnaround move, but misses a shot. Early miss, gets the rebound. Out to Ellis. Ellis didn't have the numbers, pulls up. Trying to drive on the right side. Out to Burton. Burton pulls up and gets a jumper from the free throw line.
Milton Burton.
Trinity Valley back quick. Trying to get those points in transition, finding an open guy before the defense of Panola can set up. Going to swing it around. Edward Herring over the far side, back to Amir Rashid. Stretch Watson, top of the key. Tries to lob it in, but Edward Herring was not cutting, and it's another turnover for the Cardinals. 2 turnovers, last 2 trips down the court.
You know, the Cards defense have really kicked in strong here. Score now 26-15. Favor the Cards, and you know they knew coming in that they were going to have to put a lot of points up early so that they could fend off a late game rally by the Ponies.
Early tried to drive that time and went in for the shot. Tried to get the rebound, but knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Cardinal ball under the Panola goal as Stretch Watson inbounds it to Amir Rashid. Rashid deliberate as he brings the ball up the court. Sometimes you do that to give you guys a little breather. Rashid finds Taylor on the side. Taylor looking inside, decides to drive. Goes in, misses it off the back of the rim. Ellis comes down to the rebound, bringing the ball up the court. Ellis takes a 3 and misses off the line. Edward Herring brings it down. Amir Rashid bringing it up the court. On the far side into Stretch Watson. Watson, spin move, good move, misses the shot though. Early with the rebound. Good spinning move by Watson, just missed the shot. Duncan bringing the ball up. Guarded by Taylor. Over to Burton. Burton with the 3 and he connects. That's a long 3. And the Ponies scored 5 straight points now, trailing now by only 8, 26-18. About 2 minutes left in the first half. There's Taylor on the right side. Into Stretch Watson. Watson looking around. Kicks it back out front. Amir Rashid takes the 3. It's off the front of the rim. No good, but there's Taylor up and good. There's Taylor getting a lot of junk baskets. Got 9 points already. Good half for Darius. And on that inbound play, Panola kind of playing lackadaisical, and Trinity Valley putting on that pressure, almost forced a 5-second count. Got 5 seconds to inbound the ball and got close, and Coach Wonders decided to take a 30-second timeout to prevent the turnover. 28-18 your score with 1:48 left in the first half. As the cheerleaders take the floor. Fans can enjoy that. We have some more flips there, somersaults.
Now Glendon, earlier you said you were helping somebody with their free throw. Have you helped these cheerleaders with those backflips any?
I've told them how to land.
Yeah.
Carefully.
That's
not on
right.
their feet. I say land on your feet, not on your head. That's the best advice I can give.
That's really good coaching.
Yeah.
I bet they appreciated that.
I've tried, even doing that on trampolines, and it's just, you can hurt yourself if you don't know what
Just
you're
a
doing.
reminder, we have a few more pink zone shirts to sell. You must see Coach
Trinity
Smith
Valley with a 10-point lead coming back out after this timeout.
Few more pink zone
Picking up full court pressure. They've been pressing the whole game. Trinity Valley was still only 5 team fouls. Good foul situation. Did a good job on defenses. Derek Young almost steals the inbounds pass. These Cardinal players, it's one of the things that impressed me the most about them, Miles, is just the way they hustle all the time, go after every loose ball, diving, or anything, they go after it. And Coach Smith has a deep bench. He can go, 8, 9 players deep. And here they go try to trap number 11 Duncan, and they're going to call Stretch Watson for a block there. And that'll be a 16 foul.
Foul was called on.
Ponies will get it out of bounds on the far side.
That is his first personal, 6th.
But they just do a tremendous job of hustling for loose balls and rebounds, and that's one of the reasons that they have been contending for the top spot here in the North Division. There's Jay Leeshore, and almost got a steal, but we got a warning on Stretch Watson for reaching over. You cannot break the plane of the out-of-bounds line regarding the inbounds player. He's breaking the plane there, and he gets a warning. So that's what the official is doing there. And Panola inbounds to Brandon Webb.
When you got arms like Stretch, it's awfully easy to break that plane.
Even if you're standing far from the sideline there. Watson has got such a long reach. Burton, guarded by Derek Young, gets away. Burton back with the ball after that missed shot, out to Duncan. And Duncan.
Taken away by Stretch Watson. Put in
Kind of a lazy pass, intercepted by Stretch Watson, and he goes all the way for the lap. I'm glad he didn't try to dunk that. He just didn't have the opportunity that time. And another 5-second call.
Earlier we talked about during the girls' basketball game, Deshauna Banks, who always seemed to be where the ball was going to be. And I think the hustle that you talked about earlier for our men's cards team puts every one of them where the ball is going to be. I mean, it just they're always there.
Well, part of being a good player is just having that instinct.
Yes.
And knowing where to be at, and the presence of the basketball on the court. And there's just certain players that have that and certain players that don't. And you see the most successful players are the ones that kind of know where the ball is going to be and are hanging around the goal and things like that. Coach wonders again, one more time, the Ponies were in danger of a 5-second inbound violation, and they had to call another 30-second timeout. They get the ball in. Trinity Valley pressuring up by 12 now, 30-28. And they force a turnover as number 32 Brandon Webb led this pass too long. Pass was intended for Harris, but it just went too long. And there's another turnover for Panola as Jay Lushore brings the ball up the court. Now under a minute left in the first half. Trinity Valley up 30-18. Cardinals have been pretty patient on their offensive end, not forcing the ball up too much of them. And they've been going after those loose or second chance offensive rebounds. They've been doing a great job. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Now 7-6.
Offensive foul called on.
And now we got a foul. I think a blocked offensive foul on an illegal screen on Stretch Watson.
That is
offensive foul is not a shooting foul. It's a 17 foul, but not a shooting foul. So the Ponies will get the ball out of bounds. 25 seconds left in the first half. And Jay Leeshore comes in, makes up for that, I think, that mistake there on that play. Steals the ball and gets the layup. Cardinals now up 14 points. Good showing by the Cardinals this first half. Milton Burton with the ball, guarded by Leeshore. Over to Duncan. Duncan to Harris. Harris up and in.
2 points.
Good shot by Harris over the outstretched arms of Adrian Forbes.
Trinity Valley Cardinals.
Cardinals will go in with a 12-point lead at halftime, 32-20. And we're going to take a break. We'll enjoy some more action from the cheerleaders and Cardettes and give our voices some rest and let the fans watch some of the great halftime activities.
For your halftime entertainment this evening, the TVCC Cardettes will perform for you a multi-style dance routine to Hands Up. Here they are, the TVCC Cardettes.
What's the big idea? Don't stand there talking, son.
For the second half, we're back here. Beautiful Athens, Texas, Cardinal Country. Miles Pennington, along with Dr. Forgy.
Good halftime show. Cardettes, cheer team. Good barbecue there in the courtesy room. I don't know if you got any there or not. There's still some left. If you maybe after the game you can get some. I grabbed some in between games. Cardinals with a 32-30 to 20 lead, 12-point lead here at halftime. As we we get ready to go into second half action. Both teams 3 for 4 from the free throw line that first half, and both teams with 6 turnovers, so pretty equal. The biggest probably advantage, and I didn't keep track of this and don't have the stats on it, but it's got to be on the offensive rebounding edge to the Cardinals right now. Number 32, Brandon Webb, getting ready to inbound the ball as we start second half action. And just like that, a turnover by the Ponies. Down the court to Derek Young, and it's up in a quick basket just like that off the gates. It's not the Ponies that score quickly, it's the Cardinals. Second half. And Derek Young just a little bit aggressive there. Coaches don't mind those fouls too much if you're being aggressive going for the ball, but Derek Young picking up first team foul of the half, and that's his second personal foul. Cardinals picking up full court. Playing significantly better this week than they did last week against Bloom. Jenkins bringing the ball up against Derek Young. Over to Duncan. Early setting the screen. Duncan comes around, gets the ball back over to Jenkins. Jenkins for a 3, misses. Milton Burton with the rebound out back front to Duncan. Burton for the drive, and it's short, but he's going to get a foul.
Foul is called on
Adrian Forbes got him on the wrist, and that'll put
his first personal, second team.
Burton on the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
Milton Burton shooting
first foul on Adrian. Last Saturday in foul trouble quite a bit. Played, I think, only 7 or 8 minutes the whole game, and really affected the outcome of the game up there against Paris. Burton, that's the first free throw. Burton,
number 23,
a 62% free throw shooter. Panola coming into the game shooting 65% as a team from the free throw line. As Burton misses the second one, and that looked like it was tipped in by Adrian Forbes, actually. I don't see who they're going to get the credit to use it for the closest offensive player. They credit that basket to Webb. Fadarius Taylor on the far side. Gets it into Watson. Watson back to Fadarius Taylor, over to Keandre Derrick in the corner. Amir Rashid shoots a 3, and it's missed. And there's offensive rebound. I think that was Fadarius Taylor. Yep, Fadarius Taylor in there on the board. You know, he had 9 points in the first half. And they credited that to Stretch Watson, but I was pretty sure that was Fadarius Taylor underneath there. That got
I think it was too. Boy, there's a guy that's not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
Duncan kind of snuck in there, and Panola saw him there underneath the basket, and he kind of got a sneaky 2 points there. 36-25, Cardinals up by 11. Fadarius Taylor on the far side, hand to Derrick. Out to Amir Rashid, back to Derrick. Stretch Watson from the free throw line gets a crier, and stays in.
Watson for 2.
Watson
30-second timeout called by the Cardinals.
And now Coach Smith kind of a little bit aggravated that Duncan got loose that wide open under the basket a while ago. And you know, sometimes you kind of have to remind your players of their defensive assignments and whether they're switching or staying with their guy, fighting through a screen. But Coach Smith letting these guys know they got to play a little bit tougher defense, even though you're up by 13. You don't want to, and you're in control of the game. You don't want to let Panola sneak back in.
Right, that's right. That's right. You don't want to rest on your laurels, and he's got to keep them driving forward, push that score forward a little bit further away from Panola before you can relax any. And they came out of the half looking refreshed and looking. They're still full court press. It's good.
Stretch Watson stretching those long arms of his. Panola breaks the press. Over to early misses the layup.
Cardinal basketball.
But and the rebound goes out to Cardinals. I thought it went off a Cardinal out of bounds, but Cardinals bring it up. Amir Rashid drops it off to Keandre Derrick off the elbow, up and in. Cardinals now 40-25, 15-point lead, the biggest lead of the game for the Cardinals with 17:45 left in the second half. Duncan bring it up against Fideris Taylor. Fideris, well, all the guys just playing some great defense, except for that, that last ball ago. Burton, excuse me, that was Jenkins that took that long three, and the ball went out of bounds off of the Cardinals.
The Cardinals is number 24.
Jay Leashore coming back in, as is Edward
Also coming in
Herring.
is number 20, Ed Herring.
Edward Herring lists him at 6'2", but I think he's a little bit bigger than that, and a big guard, and the ability to shoot the three ball from outside. Good jump shot shooter out there. Duncan picks the ball up, puts it off to Burton. Burton to Yearly. Further back to Burton. Burton finds again. Duncan underneath. That's the second time Duncan's got loose under there, and somebody's missing some assignments there. Before it was on Amir Rashid, and this time I think it was on Jay Leashore that missed him.
You know, before each game, while the Cards are stretching, Smith will.
Edward Herring just did a big three, and I'll tell you what, Edward Herring has just been so much the second half of the Cardinals. And again, Derek Young gets just a little bit too aggressive and assertive, and picks up his third foul. So he's going to probably come out for a while. Cardinals with a 16-point lead, 43-27, 16:51 left in the second half.
But Smith goes over the strengths and weaknesses of the other team as he has scouted, and they knew a lot about this team coming in.
Yeah, Jenkins just tried to lob it over Adrian Forbes, and it's just something you can't do. Jay Leashore with the ball, driving around, cut off. Finds Keandre Derrick, and finds Edward Herring in the corner, back to Derrick. And Derrick almost throws it away. Good save by Jay there. Jay Leashore saves the ball. 9 seconds on the shot clock. A floater by Jay Leashore, and missed it. But there's Stretch Watson. Watson puts it up and in. Stretch Watson now 10 points as the Cardinals lead now up to 18, 45-27. Cardinals just dominating the boards on the inside on the offensive end. Duncan with the ball over to Burton. Burton finds Jenkins inside. Jenkins gets the shot blocked by Adrian Forbes, and I think Forbes might have twisted his ankle just a little bit there. Good shot that time by Jay Leashore. That's his second basket of the night.
And now the Cards have pulled their lead out to 20 points.
They've opened this one up. And Uri with the offensive rebound off of that three-point shot, and Brandon Webb went up for that, and a couple of Cardinals went after him, and let's see who they called the foul on. I think it's going to be on Adrian Forbes. That's going to be the second foul, I think. It is. Adrian Forbes hasn't scored much tonight, but he's been on the boards and been in there causing all sorts of havoc.
32, Brandon Webb.
On the inside game of Panola. They just don't want to challenge Adrian inside. Brandon Webb at the free throw line, a 60% free throw shooter. They'll have two chances. Makes the first. That's the fourth team foul on the Cardinals. Panola yet to commit a foul in the second half, or at least one that the referees have called.
Lewis Ellis.
You didn't get that, did you, Miles? Webb, second chance. Misses that one, but Duncan gets the long rebound.
Glendon, you got to get those. You got to get those, especially when you're 19 points back.
It's a shot block. Stretch Watson comes down with the ball, gets it, and they almost lose it. And now they're going to call a foul, a holding foul on Gary Cox. That was a kind of a wild scramble there for the ball.
Number 20, Gary Cox. That is his third.
That is the first foul called on
subbing in for the
ponies this second half.
Leslie Davis.
Amir Rashid back in, bringing the ball up the court. Stephon Midio has come in to give Adrian Forbes a little breather. Edward Herring has been hot here lately. Darius Taylor almost thought he was going to take a three there. Pulls up. Edward Herring does take a three. Misses it off the back rim. Duncan comes down with the rebound, bringing the ball up the court. Over to Burton. Now over to Ellis. Ellis takes a three, and he nails it.
Three-pointer.
And
Lewis Ellis.
Ponies cut to lead to 16. Cardinals still with a good-sized lead here. Taylor's the ball. Stretch Watson. Stretch tries to get it down below, and he throws the ball away. 7th turnover for the Cardinals. As Cox tried to drive all the way that time and missed the layup. Edward Herring comes down to the rebound, brings it to Amir Rashid, and he brings it in. A great assist to Stephon Midier. Just a great look by Amir Rashid that time, and brings to stretch that lead back out to 18 points. 14 minutes left, second half action. Cox drives in again, gets the shot blocked again by Stretch Watson. Here she bringing the ball up. Watson up to the basket, and it's good. And I think the Panola coach needs to call a timeout, but he's not yet. He's bringing in more players. 51-31, 20-point lead for the Cardinals. Cardinals can score in spurts and score quickly.
2 points.
Lewis Ellis got loose underneath there that time and got the basket. But there's Taylor, feeds it inside to Midway. Midway goes up, gets a shot blocked. Burton comes down the rebound over to Duncan.
Cards may be 20 up, but I tell you, they are not, or 18 up at this point. But Panola is not making it easy for him. I mean, really, the Cards are just jumping in there and forcing their way through those points.
But you know what was so, I think, so important to the Cardinals is they went on that spurt there with a 3 substitutes. And now Coach Smith had 3 starters that got a little bit of rest, and now they're back out on the floor. So, you know, again,
the depth of the bench is really helping us here.
It's really great when you have that luxury that Coach Smith has. Amir Rashid bringing the ball up. Cardinals up by 18, 51-33 with 13 minutes left in the second half. Amir Rashid over to Derek Young. Derek Young drives in, kicks it back out to Stephon Midier. Out to Rashid, down to Keandre Derrick. Inside, but he traveled. Took an extra step there. He was trying to dish it off. Good thought, but just took one extra step. Cardinals still pressing full court. Jenkins bringing the ball up on Derek Young. Derek got a little aggressive and picked up 2 fouls, quick fouls here in the second half. Cardinals are 14 fouls. Burton, far side, rhythm, looking to shoot. Gives it up to Ellis. Ellis misses, and Cardinals. Ball bounces around, they don't get the rebound. Number 40, Davis with the tip, and it's no good. And now, number 34,
foul is called on Cardinal 0-0.
Midway.
That is his 3rd personal.
Excuse me.
15.
They called that on Amir Rashid. I thought
the Panola
referee
Ponies, number 22, Lewis
40.
Ellis.
No, I thought it was 4-0, not 0-0. But Lewis Ellis at the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
Subbing in for the Cardinals is number 15, Stretch Watson.
Ellis is 63% free throw shooter. Stretch Watson, after a little breather, comes back into the game. Stretch having a good game so far. One of his better games offensively as a Cardinal. As Ellis makes the second. 17-point lead, 12:15 left in the second half. Jay Leeshore in for Amir Rashid now. Over to Keandre Derrick. Derek Young passes up a 3 into Aiden Forbes, who passes it back to Young. Ball tipped out. Keandre Derrick is going to set it back up. Jay Leeshore. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 8. Derek Young, not a real good 3-point shooter, but there's offensive rebound by Adrian Forbes. Jay Leeshore will not take too many 3-pointers, but tried to drive in that time, got it blocked by Webb. Webb went up and got the rebound as well. And Jenkins lost the ball, but went right to one of his players, his teammate Lewis Ellis. Ellis drove and got fouled.
Foul is called on.
Yeah, I think that pass was unintended off the heel of the Cardinal there.
Personal 16.
That's the third foul, personal foul on Adrian Forbes, but non-shooting foul, and so the Ponies will take it out underneath. 17-point lead still. Adrian Forbes is going to come out with that third foul, going to rest him a little bit. Cardinals need to keep up the intensity. Don't want to let Panola back in this game early. Gets the baseline, loses the ball.
Tap the wing.
Derek.
And all alone, there he is.
He goes up and kind of knew what was going to happen when he got the ball out that wide open. Great steal and a dunk by Keandre Derrick, and Coach Wanders wants to talk things over with his team now.
Probably a good idea. That was pretty dramatic and probably is wearing on his team. It's like you mentioned a minute ago. Their bench is just not as deep as the Cards.
Well, they want to stop that momentum, and usually after a series where you have a dunk like that, gets the crowd excited, people into the game, you want to stop it and cut it off.
That's right.
What Coach Wonders is doing there.
There's momentum there that's built that he needed to stop.
Good shot of the crowd. Good crowd we have out here on a Wednesday night. Decent weather helps. You know, when you have good weather, people will come out and get to see the national champion cheerleaders out there performing. There's Big Red. Big Red, great excitement. Kids love Big Red. I mean, we've had him out at the football games and different functions around town. Just a great PR thing for the college.
He's a character. I've seen him get in front of the camera and just go nuts. Crowd favorite, though.
It will be Pony basketball as we resume play with 11 minutes, 4 seconds left. Trinity Valley with a 19-point lead. Trinity Valley pretty much in control of this since 5 or 6 minutes left in the first half, and they built up a 12-point lead, which they had at halftime. Amir Rashid, great defensive job and stripped the ball from Lewis Ellis that time. Derek Young passing up, spinning move, off the glass, no good, and Stretch Watson comes over the back of Early, and it's going to put Panola into a 1-1 situation. Early will come down, they'll be walking, shooting free throws the rest of the way in this contest.
Going to the line.
Panola only one foul in the second half.
Early.
And that could, well, I don't think it'll come back to haunt them because I don't think the game's that close. As I said, it could come back to haunt you when you're trying to foul and put people on the free throw line if the game's close, but it's not close. So I don't think we'll have to worry about that. Early, a 69% free throw shooter misses the front end of the 1-1, rebounded by Derek Young. And Young throws the ball away. I'll tell you what, when they played Blinn last week, it was carelessness like that I think hurt them and cost the game early.
2 points by Fran Early.
Gets the reverse layup. Trinity Valley again having some problems. Getting the ball in bounds, and there's a foul by number 5. Rasheem Jenkins is only the second foul of the half on Panola.
That is his third personal.
That's the third personal foul.
Subbing in for the Cardinals is number 3 for Darius.
And I think what you're seeing with these mistakes is probably fatigue.
And for the Ponies,
Panola has fought a hard battle. And even though the Cardinals do have a deep bench.
Well, it could be fatigue, and you lose concentration and the lack of focus, and you let up on that intensity and you get careless, and that's what happened that time. Amir Rashid guarded a little bit too closely by Burton at time, and Burton picks up the foul.
Foul is called on Panola, number 0. Milton Burton,
First
that
foul
is his
on
first
Burton.
personal, 13. Subbing in for the
10-16
Ponies
left
is number
in the
11.
Ball
Leary Duncan.
Trinity Valley pretty much in control. 17-point lead, 53-36 at this point. Darius Taylor working, looking for someone to pass to. Finds Amir Rashid over on the far side. Got Stretch Washington over here. Darius Taylor driving underneath and loses the ball, but it's going to get a foul called. And 34, Dannon Harris of Panola.
Foul is called on Pony number 34, Dannon Harris. That is his first personal, 14.
Basketball. Exactly 10 minutes left in the second half. Amir Rashid gets it into Edward Henry. Herring out to Federius Taylor. Taylor over. Driving. Finds Rashid. Rashid setting the play up. Finds Watson. Watson back out to Rashid over to Herring. Herring into Watson. Watson turn around jumper. Good from about 15.
Watson for 2.
Great shot.
Watson with 14 points now. Lead back to 19. And we got a carry call on number 32, Brandon Webb. Turned the ball over. Got the
Subbing in for the
turnover
Cardinals is number
for
31, Derek
Panola.
Young.
Rashid setting up the offense, guarded by Duncan. Derek Young looks like Panola in his zone now. Finds Federius Taylor. Taylor misses. And the ball looked like it went off of
Cardinal basketball.
early. Yeah, Adrian Forbes went out there and bounced it off early, and Cardinal basketball. Good heads-up play by Adrian Forbes that time. Forbes inbounds to Amir Rashid. Darius Taylor thought about shooting, took a little step, walked, turnover. 8th turnover for the Cardinals. Duncan bring the ball up. Good job of Stretch Watson coming over, trying to do the trap and almost got the turnover. Trying to argue that the ball went off of the leg of Duncan, but the referee said, nope, went off your leg, Stretch. Duncan driving down. Finds Harris.
Offensive foul on the ponies.
As he spun, a lot of times when you spin
Foul
out of
on
control,
number 34,
you're not seeing
Brandon
the
Harris.
defense
That is
set
his
up.
second personal.
Exactly what happened that time with Harris. As he spun, wasn't
Subbing
seeing
in
the
for the
defense
ponies
set
is
up
number
on him to do that
5,
offensive
Rasheem
foul.
Jenkins.
And it surprises me that Panola is not pressing on the Cardinals, because right now they seems like they need to be showing some more aggression.
Good look by
Adrian Forbes with the
Young.
putback.
Young missed a shot, but there's a tip by Adrian Forbes. Forbes now with 6 points. As the offensive board domination continues by the Cardinals. Burton back out to Duncan. Duncan finds early underneath. He's double teamed, and Derek Young's going to pick up his 4th foul.
Foul was
I don't
called
think
on Cardinal number 31,
Maximus too
Derek
concerned
Young.
about that 4th foul, though, because
Personal
Trinidad is up by 21.
18.
8:35.
Subbing in for the Cardinals is number 20, Ed Herring.
Pretty
Number
much in
23,
control, and
Keandre Derrick.
Trinity Valley needed another win after
On the line
losing 2
for the
straight,
Ponies
and
is
they
number
got a big
4,
game coming up against
Brand
Navarro.
Early.
Navarro this Saturday. Navarro leading the conference at 11-4, and Trinity Valley will be going over there Saturday to play them as Early hits the front end of a 1-and-1. He'll get the second one. The big game over at Corsicana against Navarro on Saturday. That game's at 4 o'clock. Second free throw's up and good. Now you see that full court press that you were asking
Yeah,
about,
that's exactly right.
Trinity
And-
Valley doing a good job of breaking it.
Early really needed to hit those, and he did.
Darius Taylor for
press
two.
because the good press breaking team will score quick points on you in a hurry, and that's what happened there with Federius Taylor driving in for that left-hand layup. Good to see him use that left hand. I like to see those guys when they drive left-handed with those left-hand layups. And there's a good shot by number 5, Rasheem Jenkins down the middle. 19-point lead, 59-40 with 8 minutes left. And this time they're just going to let Amir Rashid bring it up one-on-one. Barely beats the 10-second rule.
Rashid's the smallest guy on the court right now.
Good look by that time, and a tremendous reverse spinning layup by Keandre Derrick. Great feed by Amir Rashid to seam, and then just a great play by Derrick to make that conversion. Keandre will shoot our first free throw. Man, we haven't had a free throw. This is the first one of the whole half. And
The foul was called on Panola number
trying to make a
0,
old-fashioned
Milton
three-point
Burton.
play
That's
here.
his second personal, 16.
good acrobatic reverse layup by Keandre Derrick that time. Keandre, a local product out of Dallas, Texas, converts the free throw.
3-point play.
Cardinals up by 22, 62-40 with 7:47 left. Gary Cox goes in for lead, misses, gets his rim, misses again. And now we've got a foul on, I think, Adrian Forbes. Yes, Adrian Forbes picks up another foul.
Foul is called on
And that's
Cardinal
his
number
fourth
45,
foul.
Adrian Forbes. That is his fourth personal, 19.
And that'll put
Subbing in for the Cardinals is number 34.
the Ponies to
Stefan
the free throw
Moutier.
line again as Gary Cox goes to
On
the
the
free throw
line is
line.
number
But
20,
Cox, a
Gary
70%
Cox.
free throw shooter. And makes the first one. I guess they said that was a 1-and-1. Second one up, no good, and Stephon Midway comes down for rebound. Edward Herring back to Midway. You don't want to have Midway controlling the ball. He gets it up to a guard. Darius Taylor drive in, kick it out. Nope, gonna go in. Man, that's an offensive goaltend. Gonna count the basket as Darius Taylor going in, driving strong, and that's 13 points now for Darius Taylor. Trap in the back court, and that's going to cause a turnover. Nope.
Tapped out by
So knocked out
Cardinals.
by Edward Herring. So Ponies will retain it with 7:20 left. 23-point lead. That lead just inches up, doesn't it?
It does. It's getting further away.
Duncan bringing the ball up. Good spinning pick and roll that time by Duncan and Early got the feed and got fouled going in for the shot. Early will go to the free throw line to shoot another couple of free throws. Panola, they've been on the line 1, 2, 3, 4,
Number 4, Fran Early.
13 times second half, 13 to 1. Early misses the first one.
Subbing in for the Cardinals is number
I think that's the
24,
first one he's missed
Chandler
today,
Short.
isn't it?
Number
Maybe. I
15,
think he missed his first one in the first half and then
Hmm.
made the next three. But Panola getting to the line a lot here in the second half. Early makes the second one. 22-point lead for the Cardinals. Andrew Derrick working the backcourt. Over for Darius Taylor. Long court pass to Midway. He took steps, no call. Watson out to Lay Shore for Darius Taylor with the long three. He misses. And over the back,
Subbing in for the Cardinals
knocked it out
is
of bounds
number
was
20,
Kendra
Andy
Derrick.
Herring.
It'll be Pony basketball. Duncan inbounding. Bringing the ball up court. Trap. Broken by the Ponies. Fat feed is over to Early. He misses the first shot, goes up again, gets the
2
second.
points, Brandon
Early
Early.
follow up. 15 points now for Early. As the lead now is down to 20. And Jay Lee Shore, not a problem. And Edwin Herring's kind of back here asleep. And Coach Smith reminds him you're supposed to be going to the middle to help out on that press. And
Full timeout called by the Cardinals.
anyway, Jay Lee Shore, smart thing that time, took the timeout before the 10-second violation. Avoid the
We
turnover.
would like to recognize 2 special people in the gym
see
tonight.
that.
Their birthdays. One is our very own Gavin Strong, turns 21 today. And our very own Benny McCartney, media specialist.
Cardinals pretty much in control of this game. 20-point lead with 6 minutes, 30 seconds left. 64-44. Good win for the Cardinals after a couple of tough losses in their last 2 outings. This win will bring the Cardinals to 10-6 in conference. They'll keep at least a number 4 ranking in the conference. They could move into a tie for second place, depending on what Tyler and Parrish did in their games tonight. It's kind of all bunched up there at the top of it. Trinity Valley was in first place last Wednesday, and then all of a sudden they're in fourth place this Wednesday. So that's how quickly things can change in the conference. Andrew Derrick on the baseline, and this time is fouled as he goes up for a layup. Now to put Derrick Keandre Derrick on
Foul
the
is called on
line
Panola
for a couple
number
of free
20.
throws.
Gary
Keandre,
Cox, that is his
a
fourth
60%
personal.
free throw shooter,
Team on the line is
made his
Keandre
first
Derrick.
one earlier this half. Pretty good looking free throw there. Good form, good backspin, and Keandre nails it. Second one up and good. Good free throw shooting by Keandre Derrick tonight.
Derrick just looked comfortable behind that.
Well, you know, there's not as much pressure when you're up by 20 as there are if you're up by 2. It's a little bit different story.
That's right. That's right.
Cardinals knocked it out of bounds, and Cardinals leaned down on the far side. Duncan with the ball. Duncan trying that pick and roll with Early, but they kick it out to Gary Cox, and he hits a 3. And there's where you kind of get careless of the ball stretch, and the Ponies tried to almost steal it that time. Jay Lee Short brought it up, set up the offense here. Gonna drive down the lane, kick it out. Keandre Derrick says, "When I'm hot, give it to me." Keandre Derrick, 11 points off the bench so far tonight. Good outing. That's why you like that good depth of the bench. 5:35 left in the game. 20-point lead. As another three-point shot, this time by Michael Perkins. That's lead 18, 68-50.
Pony's doing a great job of the 3 points here in the past couple of seconds.
Trinity Valley patiently working. I like their patience tonight. They have not hurried or rushed shots, and that time Edward Herring threw the ball out. Just kind of.
Subbing in for the Cardinals.
Jay was going one way, and Edward was going thinking he was going to go the other way. Matter of miscommunication, threw the ball out of bounds.
And number 45, Adrian Forbes.
9th turnover for the Cardinals. They've done a good job of hanging on the ball. Actually, both teams. I've got 9 turnovers for both. Duncan with the ball. Over to Cox. Now to Burton. Burton for long 3. Smith. And there's Adrian Forbes. And that's the kind of passes you got to watch because it's kind of a soft floater. Lucky it wasn't intercepted. Good pass by Mir Rashid that time. And Adrian Forbes got that loose ball there. Went up for the shot, but was fouled, and that'll put Adrian Forbes to the free throw line. Adrian
Foul is called on Panola number
Forbes,
10.
a 68%
Michael Perkins, that is his first personal. 18 on the line for the Cardinals is number 45, Adrian Forbes.
And I think this is the first one on against him today, right?
Well, this is the first time he's got to the free throw line, yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't fed it into him too much today. They really haven't had to. They've had a lot of penetration by the guards, but the guards have been able to go all the way into the goal and not have had to dish off too much. But Adrian, off the back of the rim that time. Sometimes big guys have trouble
Subbing in for the
shooting it
Ponies,
softly.
number
Those big old
5,
hands.
Rashid Jenkins.
The basketball just
32,
seems like
Brandon
a
Webb.
tennis ball in
22,
their hands.
Lewis
And they have a hard
Ellis.
time getting touched
Number 40,
on the
Leslie
ball.
Davis.
See if
So
Adrian
number
can
34,
connect on the second free
Dannon
throw.
Harris.
4:39 left in the contest. Your Cardinals with a 18-point lead. And Adrian does get that second one, so
Nothing but net.
7 points now for Adrian. Kadarius Taylor guarding Jenkins. Jenkins bringing it up. Jenkins carried the ball. Got a little bit too much underneath that time, and it's the second time that the officials have called carrying the ball on the opponents tonight. Adrian pours back to Derrick Young, gets it wide open, and he tries to dunk it, and it's blocked. Cardinals come up with a loose ball, and Derrick Young gets the layup from an assist from Keandre Derrick. We got a Derrick Young and
Take it away by Derrick Young.
That's confusing. Derrick Young gets a steal. There's Darius Taylor with the loose ball and another couple of baskets. Quick points by the Cardinals. Lead back out to 23.
Well, the Ponies just look like they have just given up.
Yep, they've given up, and they've known this game's over, and they're just trying to get through it. And the shot clock says 24, and you have 10 seconds to get it in. I'm kind of wondering how they avoided a 10-second violation that time, but Coach Wonders called the timeout before the officials counted to 10. I guess the officials count slower than the clock. Anyway. Trinity Valley headed for another victory here tonight. Good win. Their 17th win of the season. A couple of games left before conference with University of Texas at Tyler. And we're looking forward to tournament action in a couple of weeks. Softball action today. The Lady Cardinals, the first-year club team. I think they lost in extra innings 2-4 to Hill College. First game, and I think the second game was 13-6 or 7. I don't remember the second score, but they lost the second game as well. Coach Johnson very optimistic about the season for next year. Already having signed 11 or 12 recruits for next year. Most of them pitchers who can play another position. As we return to action here, Duncan bring the ball up against Fidarius Taylor. Over to Davis. Davis guarded by Adrian Forbes. Webb has the ball now. Finds a cutting Burton. Burton misses the layup, and Fidarius Taylor seems like he's gotten a lot of offensive and defensive rebounds tonight. Amir Rashid drops it off to Keandre Derrick, who travels with the ball. It's another turnover, a 10th turnover for the.
You know, earlier before the game, I was talking to Coach Furr, the assistant coach, and he was telling me a little bit about their recruiting program, about the Cardinals recruiting program. And boy, he says he's just got it dialed in. There's nothing that he's missing. He really feels like it's a strong recruiting program.
Well, they've done a good job, and they certainly need to come up with a point guard to replace Amir Rashid. They have a lot of freshmen, so we'll see a lot of these players back next year. But Amir Rashid, a very important player, they needed to bring a one to come in here and just fill his big shoes. As Burton nails a three from deep in the corner, cuts the lead to 20 points. 2:50 left in the game. Trinity Valley in control of this one as Keandre Derrick finds Derek Young underneath, but the Derricks don't connect as Derek Young misses. Duncan over to Darren Harris on the far side. Davis tries to go to the corner. He's cut off. Good defense by Adrian Forbes that time. Just stood straight up. Offensive man bumped into him. No call. Amir Rashid. 2 minutes now left in the game. Trinity Valley. No urgency whatsoever. So they're going to come back up and set up the offense. Fidarius Taylor takes a three. He misses. And Adrian Forbes gets the rebound and goes up for a dunk and misses it. Derek Young gets the rebound over to Keandre Derrick. Back over to Fidarius Taylor across the court. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 25 seconds. Adrian Forbes, another miss inside, another tip, another tip, another tip. Final tip by Fidarius Taylor. There's about 4 or 5 offensive rebounds on that one trip.
On that one volley, that's right.
Cardinals up by 22, 75-53. Ball bounces out to Burton. Burton nails another three.
3 points.
He's kind of been hot here lately when he's been able to see a wide open shot. Under a minute now. Cardinals up by 19. And Coach Smith
calls timeout.
Yeah, he's going to try to get some of these reserves in to play, and I think he's wanting to get him in earlier. They just had him to stop and play, and so he calls a timeout to get him in. No playing time for Ruben Newbold. I don't know if he's been sick or hurt. I'll have to check on that. But Ruben Newbold has usually come in to give Adrian Forbes a rest when Adrian gets in foul trouble. Jay Leeshore, 3, misses. Rebounded by Gary Cox. Cox comes all the way down. And a great dunk by Cox. Where's that been all night?
That was a strong dunk.
Some of the better dunks have been
play.
by the Ponies tonight. Keandre Derrick up. Good layup by Derrick from an assist from Stretch Watson. Derrick 13 points off the bench tonight. Just a great performance. 30 seconds left in the game. Stretch Watson comes from behind, steals the ball. Good heads-up play by Watson. Now gets it off to Jay Leeshore. Jay bringing it up the court. 17 seconds left in the game. And Trinity Valley just content to let the time run out. I don't think they're going to put up another shot. And I'm surprised that another player fouled at the time.
Michael Purtle.
Free throw line. He should have 1 and 1.
This is second personal, 19.
Keandre Derrick will go to the free throw line.
Going to the line for the Cardinals is number 23.
You know, it's really saying something when you see Coach Smith sitting down and relaxing. And, you know, he's been sitting down and relaxing for about the past 3 minutes or so.
Yeah. Keandre Derrick tried to pad his statistics a little bit. First free throw up, and he misses it. And Gary Cox down for the rebound. Over to Burton. 2 seconds. And that'll be the ball game.
That is the game, folks.
Trinity Valley comes out on top, 77-58.
We would like to thank everyone for joining us in the
We've
Pizza
enjoyed
Zone.
bringing you this webcast. And it's good that we won them both tonight. We were kind of worried about webcasting after last week's game, and both teams lost. We thought, well, we're going to do it again.
Yeah, we were afraid that maybe we had put a jinx on it or something.
But 2 good wins tonight by the Lady Cardinals and the Cardinals over the Panola Phillies and the Ponies. And so with that,
Miles Pennington here.
Linda Forgy will call it a night. We'll be back here next Wednesday night to call the final home game of the season, and you can watch us at www.tvcc.edu.